Okay, just in time. We are the Don't Look Down podcast, and I'm going to step into that frame in 1 second. Woo! Here I come back. Ta-da! Hot dog fun. Yeah, so, oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's one problem. Oh, that cute little boomer couple.
Oh.
That's who it is. It's that cute little boomer couple. They really, I don't know. Anyways.
Get people's goat.
Well, I'm trying to. My name is Richard John Walters.
Hi, I'm Kiki McBride.
And we are the Don't Look Down podcast, which I think I already said. I think it's number 14.
Yeah.
Wow. So we are the Coexistence Coalition. Me and Kiki.
That's right.
We're the last two people standing. Just like John Fetterman, I'll be the last man standing when it comes to aid to Israel.
Nuh-uh.
That's what he said.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He's just like John Wayne, John Fetterman. Woo! Oh, man, he's impressive. Fat ass. Oh, God. But I digress. Here. All right. What we like to do is play a song New Order wrote and played. And it's called Love Vigilantes. And I think it reminds me of the troops. And, oh, man, I don't know. There's so many things to pray about. Let's focus on this one thing for the troops who are just stuck in the middle of shit. All right, here we go. Love Vigilantes, apparently, it's a very complicated, tongue-in-cheek reference to rednecks. But anyways. I've just come from the land of the sun, where I'm fucking. We're gonna start over again. Cause this is so simple, but I'm almost blind. Ah, fuck me. Oh, I've just come from the land of the sun, from a war that must be won in the name of truth. With a soldier so brave, your freedom we will save. With our rifles and grenades and some help from God. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. I've got to go home, I've been so alone, you'll see. You just can't believe the joy I did receive when I finally got my leave and I was going home. Oh, I flew through the sky, my convictions could not lie. For my country I would die and I would see it soon. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. I've got to be home, been so alone, you'll see. Walked through the door, my wife, she laid upon the floor. With tears, her eyes were sore, I did not know why. When I looked into her hand and I saw that telegram that said I was a brave man, but that I was dead. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. I've got to go home. I've been too long, you'll see. I want to be my family, my wife and child, waiting for me. I've got to go home. I've been so alone, you'll see. One more time. To see my family, my wife and child, waiting for me. I've got to go home. I've been so alone, you'll see. Woo! All right, thanks. Oh, God. All right. Your future Grand Poobah. Oh, well. Someday I'll remember those words. But not right. Today is not that day. All right. Oh, we have so much to talk about.
We do.
Well, we thought this is a good subject. I did, anyway. So, how do I explain? Oh yeah, let's try to. What the hell are those people doing there? Those old boomers. We're trying to make a political party or a political candidate or a party or something. Get something going. Something independent of the Democrats and the Republicans, because I just feel like the Democrats are going to drop the ball. You know, I don't know. They're gonna declare martial law or some shit or whatever. I don't. It's just going to be a whatever. So we'll get into that later. But what I wanted to talk about was I commented on my Facebook. Ha! Who the hell reads Richard John Walter's Facebook? He's a loser. Nobody likes him. What are you going to do? Right,
No,
honey?
Here we go again, darling. That's
Sorry,
not
honey.
true.
That's not true.
People like you.
I just hate myself. That's the problem.
Well, we'll work through that.
All right, we're working through that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, my Facebook, I put this thing about Joe Rogan, and there was a drug, apparently, and I said Joe Rogan was a tool, and I don't care. And I said these guys are all stuffed in their suits. Fucking all the roidhead guys, the macho guys. Big strap. The macho guy handshake. What's wrong with them? Sorry,
What were they talking about?
Drooling all over themselves, and all right, this is the windup. So, obviously nobody could possibly be paying attention to Rich Walters, but it was interesting how Tim Dillon he opened up a segment which I watched this morning, and it was pretty serious, and the tone overall, I mean, he's always funny or whatnot, but he opens up with this Vietnam vet. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't tell this in order, but I got it. Your future, thank you. Your future Grand Poobah has got it together. Here's what it is. The drug is big among vets. Apparently, its very nature, it's not legal. It's not approved, right? So Trump put in the works to have this drug approved and used, whatnot. There's a lot of guys, apparently a lot of veterans with PSD. It's my understanding this is sort of a psychedelic thing. I'm not really sure the physiology or whatnot of it. And so he opens up with this segment on this veteran's telling the story. My God, I'm not sure how this guy ends up there. I'm not sure the beginning of the story, but in the part I saw, he's telling the story how apparently under the circumstances there was a woman in a house that he had to silently choke to death and kill her. This is just a horrible story. This is over in Iraq, this guy. And so he had this constant nightmare every night of choking this woman. constantly referring, let's say that's what post-traumatic stress disorder is. You constantly, the memory comes back. And so apparently, whatever he does, he takes this, and now he has come to this acceptance part of this, this release, because he has to release himself. His life has to go on, right? Somehow. And so I was very moved, right? And I was so moved that I thought, Rich, you're a dick. No. Well, I thought bad. I felt bad, geez, I like anybody's looking at my fucking Facebook, right? But I felt bad about what I wrote. Not so entirely about Joe Rogan, but it brings up, I want to bring up a point here. Tim Dillon, at the end of this moving segment, and I want to thank Donald Trump because he was heroic. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to pick up my, what do you call this?
Your shoe?
My shoe. That's right. Thank you. Sandal. I wanted to pick up my sandal, my flip-flop, and throw it at the television. But it was her television, and I couldn't do that.
Cats were in the way.
Right. There's all kinds of problems.
Danger.
And so it brings me to another point. I was ragging on Rogan about him and his podcaster buddies. Trump does this one thing with the stroke of a pen. Oh my, what a noble knight he is. Oh dear. Why don't you come up with a healthcare plan everybody can live under? That would be a noble thing, a heroic thing. Well, you wouldn't get off your ass and do it, Trump.
So effectively, we don't know what services this person received before this, correct? Like what mental health intervention they received before this medication.
Yeah, I guess.
We don't know how much they were on their own with their PTSD.
The thing I'm losing, the point I wanted to make was, saving somebody from drowning is heroic. Pulling somebody out of a fire in a building, that's heroic.
But if you started the fire and then pull someone out of the fire, then you're creating a situation to save someone else, right?
Right, exactly.
Right. Same if you pushed him in the pool. You pushed him in the pool.
All right, I'm just going to jump into this. Fucking donating your fucking kidney is heroic, okay? I donated my fucking kidney. Nobody gives a fuck. I didn't give a fucking, get a goddamn press conference and have somebody fucking do something for me, fuckers. Oh, Christ. You know what happened a fucking month after that? My fucking goddamn fucking appendix blew out. And then I had a fucking defendant from fucking Maryland. And I said, and he calls me up on the phone. I get home after my appendix got blown out and fucking home from the hospital. I almost fucking died. You can ask the doctor who fucking removed my fucking appendix. This fucking kid says to me from Maryland, he says, hey, Rich, what am I going to do, man? I said, you're going to be all right. Say RD, you'll be fine. And, hey, you guys that, oh, God, practice law. Yeah, oh, God. So I told him something about, oh, God, I still practice law. See, I can't say what I did.
Right.
All right. But I don't expect to be a fucking hero. Fuck you. That's the cross of a fucking pen, man. That's heroic? What the fuck? Here, all right, fine. Rich has fit. But okay, baby, this is what we talked about. These guys, they trade their, what do they trade? Their integrity, dignity, for this closeness to Trump, this access to Trump, this access to power, okay? And they get it, and they get a whiff of it. And then, and Trump abuses everybody, all right? He abuses all of us, and he's abusing you. He's abusing you, Tim Dillon, and he's abusing you, Joe Rogan, and I don't know, the guy's name is Jim Schultz, Dave Schultz. I don't know who the fucking hockey player was from the Flyers, the fighter Dave Schultz, Jim somebody. All you fucking podcasters, you humiliate yourselves. And this guy, he's like a guy that abuses a woman, all right? Sorry, I'm using that dynamic for now.
Alert, right. Sensitivity alert.
All right, here, okay, and so, you know, I knew somebody. I know somebody, well, I can never tell a good story. What's wrong with me? And this woman, I knew, we'd meet once in a while, and she'd have a black eye. She told me she fell down the steps. So that's what happened to her. You know, obviously I knew she was being abused. She didn't want to admit it. And there's a whole psychology interplay, like guys are dickheads. Oh, why doesn't she just move out or some fucking shit like that? I don't want to get a rant on what dicks guys are, but
what they can.
These men are acting like women who have been abused, and now this abuser gives you a little. What do you call that?
A reward.
A little reward, like a dog or a puppy gives you throws you a fucking fish or something, like in your porpoise.
So long before a woman is hit, she's being abused psychologically, okay? So you're believing the narrative that the other person has presented. So you're all in, maybe raising children with these people, you know, building what you believe is a life with them, while in reality they may be depriving you of conversation. You might be isolated. In this case with soldiers, you're going to war, you're being damaged psychologically. Then you're easier to manipulate afterward, because any ounce of kindness after something like that seems like a huge thing, because you've been isolated, you're in pain, and you're suffering psychologically. So when somebody gives you what you needed, what would have been your basic respect before that, like medical care, or to not have someone lay their hands on you, you're relieved that
they break down the normal boundaries.
Right, you're relieved that you're getting this ounce of kindness, or this medicine you receive, or money for the kids' shoes, or just the grocery bill covered by your partner. You're grateful for something that they were controlling in the first place, okay?
Right.
And it's not a weakness. Go on, sweetheart. It's not a weakness.
I think you addressed something we had discussed before about like men picking out the target.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Of the person to be abused.
Yeah, so, and there are studies, citing studies, so I don't have their name, where they've interviewed actual criminals who describe how they choose their victims. They choose them based on how they walk, where their eyes are, how much attention they have. So there are crimes of opportunity, but then there are also people, they can recognize somebody who's been groomed previously in an unhealthy relationship, so it's less work, right? And they'll step in. And having been a single mom, right? Having been a single mom, I can tell you that there are people who it's very clear that they are asking to go out with the woman just to get closer to the children, you know? Like, you have to be very careful who you let into your house, who you let into your world, because manipulators have a second plan. They have, they have a game plan that they're running in their head.
Right.
And when you've been manipulated, but behaviorally trained, actually, darling, you've been behaviorally trained, so.
Yeah, damn it, where the fuck was I going with this? Yeah, so that has a broad analogy to, I believe, these guys that are fucking getting abused or what. Like Trump plays on their egos, obviously. I guess everybody can see this, but them. Trump plays on their egos and they want that access, and then he gives them these little nibbles, and then his abuse is to everybody. It's this, when you see him do anything nice, of course he's got shot again last night, right? Oh my God, I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, there's an extremely high turnover rate around Trump for a reason, because
Because he's getting shot at all the time?
well, because he sucks people in with his, we can call it charisma, we can call it triangulation, we can call it behavioral painting. Maybe he finds the weakness in people's egos and then
He's a
feeds
beast.
that ego, and then they're backing him. So they're being manipulated. And then when they leave, when these people then are let go or choose to leave that administration, right?
It's always the same story
It's
with
the
everybody.
same story.
And it's just, it's like a,
There's quite a high turnover.
yeah, this whole thing with the podcasters, I don't know, Jesus Christ, the whole thing's like a goddamn psyops operation.
People suffering from post-traumatic stress are truly suffering. They are suffering. You know, every day becomes a chore and difficult, and triggers could be anywhere and around the corner. You know, the goal would be to treat people who have this condition so they can live a full life, right?
Okay.
And that comes through the medical treatment people receive.
All right, so, okay, that was the big one I wanted to get off my chest for today.
Yeah.
We're going to circle back now to the usually boring show we do.
Oh.
It's exciting. It's exciting. Yes, it's.
Rah rah.
It is a lot of rah rah.
It's a lot of rah rah.
So we got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Trumpers breaking bed. Oh my God, breaking bread with Trumpers. Number 4. Woo!
Yes.
I want the world to know. I'm ready to let go. I'm coming out.
You're coming out.
I don't know. I'm singing that song by Diana Ross or something.
Oh yeah.
Or, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, not to let it show. I don't know.
We're still working on it.
I guess I'm not coming out. But I want the Trumpers to come out. Yeah, that's the coming out, man. Coming out to 5005 Penn Avenue, and
Help us understand what it is you believe in about this.
What do you believe? Right, but here's the thing. I want to start a political party or a political party or a candidate. And so party platforms. I can't talk.
Oi.
Right. And so, well, here's my suggestions. This is 5 things we can think about. Number 1 is the rule of law. From Wall Street to Main Street to the borders, okay? I've said enough about this border pitch and immigration. I actually did work as a lawyer in immigration. I actually believe immigration is part of our heritage, actually. I believe democracy is part of our heritage. And, you know, I kind of feel like America brings people in through immigration and then sets them out like little good Democrats. Or, you know.
Whatever they choose to believe.
I mean, or constitutionalists. Those who embrace the rule of law themselves. That's the idea. Sort of like, I always have this weird comparison. Like Rome, right? Rome kind of Romanized all these places they took over, right? Well, we're going to do the reverse. I always thought, like, this is this quaint, cute idea. Like, America brings in people, and then we send them out into the world, right? What happened to that? A lot of people do leave. A lot of people are talking about leaving. Anyway, we're moving on. Okay, the next thing was strengthening the social safety net. That would be the number 2 thing. You know, whatever, disability, Medicare, Medicaid. How are you going to find money for that? We're going to take a look at every goddamn change in the tax code since fucking Reagan was in office. That's what I'd do if I was in fucking office. Fuckers. That's how we'll find fucking money. How about the estate tax? Start with that, you fuckers. You killed that, and you threw that in our fucking jackasses. Complete fucking jackasses. Drying up the general. You fucking Republicans dried up the general revenue sources so you could destroy the government. And then you made money doing it. And you are filthy fucking animals. And now you're living at the fucking beach somewhere in the sun, watching the world come to an end, and the United States is almost powerless. And a madman is in office. You filthy fuckers. I'm glad you made some money in Washington and went on to fucking live the rest of your lives somewhere else. You fucking animals. All right, fuck. That's a nice little snappy one. All right, and then we're happily moving on from that one. Number 3 was Richard's Railroad. Yes, Richard's Railroad going to every county seat in every state. We're going to find fucking money for that. Oh, I don't know, Palantir. I don't know, like maybe, I don't know, maybe some of these contractors might be probably profitable, sort of incorporated as part of the United States, as it were. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like nationalizing things.
Yes.
Fuck you guys. Nationalize fucking, what is it, space? What's fucking Elon? Nationalize fucking everything fucking Elon Musk owns. Nationalize Palantir. Nationalize all those things. Oh, that's horrible. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're fucking making money off defense contractors anyway, you two fucking animals. And here's the other thing. Here's a broad thought. Like you talk about nationalizing industries. Like I understand the argument that if the government sector, the public sector takes all, you can suck all the resources up from the private sector. You know what I mean? And then you suck up the resources, and that doesn't allow the private sector to make its own money for itself. That doesn't allow the capitalists to flourish because the government has sucked it up. I understand that act. I understand the argument. Okay, kids? All right. Where was I going with this? But, oh, crap. Shit.
Here we go. Railroad.
The railroad.
Military contracts.
Yeah, fuckers. You think about, Jesus Christ. What is fucking more efficient? You got a bunch of fucking goddamn lobbyists all over fucking Washington. All these fucking assholes are fucking paying money to a fucking bunch of fucking legislators that are fucking paid off. What's so fucking efficient about that, you capitalist fucking motherfuckers? Is that a very efficient movement of fucking money and capital? I dare say not. You dickheads. Fuck them. If I get fucking elected, I'm going to fucking nationalize Palantir and SpaceX. You fuckers. You betcha. Go eat shit. All right.
Well, I'd invite people to look into what military contracts actually mean and how many parts for military contracts are built outside of the U.S. Now, I understand that we're building weapons for war, but a lot of our intellectual properties are being farmed out in small parts to other countries. So if you look at Lockheed and Martin and all the subsidiaries of those companies, you'll see how much of our defense system is outsourced and how much of our money is going outside of the country for parts, okay? If we truly want to bring industry back here, we could be building the parts in our own country. Now that would take an infrastructure we don't have right now, so we'd have to be working on that and have incentives to do that. And also the brain power to build those things and design these things. It's important to understand that where the money's going and how it's being used, right? That's your money.
Yeah, that's right. These fucking assholes. We have to move on. I hate them. Anyways, okay. So the next big thing is like, okay, all right, let's do this. Pretend you're a fucking alien and you want to take over and you want to get elected in the next election. What type of people do you need to form your coalition? Let me think. January 6th was very, very frightening.
Yes.
Did I demonstrate to people how frightening I was? I was praying. Lord Jesus, have mercy on myself. Lord Jesus, have mercy on myself. Lord Jesus, have mercy on myself. So I was, oh God, please don't let anybody get shot.
Hurt, right?
I was watching it live on MSNBC.
Right.
Right.
It was hard to believe. Watching it, it seemed surreal because that's our.
I thought someone was gonna fucking die, man.
Well, some people did.
Anyways, well, yeah, I'm sorry they did.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
God.
horrible situation.
It's the wrong intro. I'm sorry. Anyways, the people that did January 6th, those animals running into the White House, is it the fucking Capitol? Whatever the fuck it is. It's there. That's it. They're going to be in the fucking White House. Those assholes are going to be in the White House, and you're going to have to kick them out.
Well, they're clearly not
You
respecting.
bring a little court order to them or something. Is that what you're going to do? Give them a court order from the Supreme Court? Get them out of there? Victim? All right, so anyways, that's where I'm fucking going with this. Men and women who can handle themselves with weapons. I'm going to go, well, what am I going to do? Second Amendment, I will respect your Second Amendment rights, but you're going to have to help me with stuff like lowering overall homicides with guns, starting with intervention with kids early on. I don't know. There was a goddamn DARE program for drugs, right? Well, let's make a program for kids where we get fucking weapons out of their fucking hands, or when they see one, they know how to fucking use one or not use one, or an impulse, or govern their fucking impulses. Let's get some early intervention there.
Well,
What's wrong with that?
People within the gun community would understand somebody who they would feel would be more dangerous than others. They see the warning signs, I would imagine, than someone who doesn't deal with.
Well, I don't want to hear their fucking belly aching. That's not the role of government. It is, asshole, to protect fucking its citizens, you dumb dick. You want to train kids in the urban setting or in the country setting or whatever fucking setting to handle their fucking anger like I do so well, and guns, and keep away from them in those situations. And maybe they know fucking their parents or fucking have guns laying around or shit like that, and they shouldn't be touching them. Anyways, that's part of it. And then
the gun culture.
right, then there's ways to lowering crime, gun violence through surveillance and police training.
AI.
Here, thanks, honey. My final closing thing is like, why the fuck can't they come up with like an AI agent that is following, I don't give a fuck, looking at people on the internet who is putting their filth and mania and mental illness on the internet out in public. You get an AI agent to fucking look for all these people. These fucking goddamn AI agents
Well, people who are particularly dangerous. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a welfare check. We've discussed this in the past.
Right. Before AI kills us, can we have it help us stop from killing ourselves? All right. Before the magic, moment happens that AI kills us, can we get something out of AI? Can we? We don't know. People like me shouldn't ask questions like that.
Well, there's the human factor. I mean, the whole goal would be that people, human beings, begin to speak with each other, look out for each other, look for warning signs in each other, look
Right.
to help others.
Right.
You build a community.
Right.
You build an infrastructure of people who truly want to see Americans thrive, who want to see their neighbors thrive, right?
Right. And then the only thing pitch about the AI would be, all right, so you pick them up, the FBI does, or the state troopers do, or some shit, and then you take a visit to the guy's house and say, what the fuck is going on? And that's a welfare check. And you send a couple cops on fucking a social worker and see what the fuck he's up to. Jesus Christ. He's not on the internet. They're always on the fucking goddamn internet, fuckers.
Well, that ended poorly with Waco, right? Because that had been taken extremes. Is there a way to catch this before we get to an extreme? Is there a pattern of behavior that we could catch early on that denotes a particularly dangerous organization or group or person, right?
Oh my gosh. Look, oh,
We don't want innocent people to get hurt.
that's crazy. He's just, I'm just, oh man. What's the guy's name? Vernon?
I mean, you have to show your driver's license to buy cigarettes, right? You need a license to buy guns.
All right. Yeah, like, all right. So those are my big gun ideas. But the essence was, you get on the party train with the Coexistence Coalition, you gun rights guys and women, you help me, all right?
Teach us how you think that environment should be policed,
Right.
not controlled.
So this is like my big thing I did. All right, guns for guys, all right? Women,
Healthcare.
healthcare, reproductive rights. I'm calling 16 weeks. Might hit my guts. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever. All right, how you gonna enforce that, Rich? Well, fucking, you know, for both the doctor and the patient, if they go beyond 16 weeks, you get a summary. If they do it twice, going beyond 16 weeks, either the doctor or the patient, they get a misdemeanor. If they go beyond, if they do 3 times, illegal abortions beyond 16 weeks, then they give them a fucking felony or something. Fuck, you know, every enforcement doesn't have to be fucking draconian, you know, jail stay or something, but there's got to be some other deterrent effect, right? What do they do in Italy? They put women in jail?
No, in Italy, it's public health care, so you go through public health care. You can go through private health care as well.
Yeah.
And it's in the hospital. Well,
Well, what if they caught somebody?
With illegal abortions?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they would be very harsh with them, because you're putting people's lives at risk, the woman's life at risk, as well as terminating a pregnancy. We don't know.
Did you know
the cleanliness?
What is the rule for abortions in Italy? Do you know?
Well, I know now it's changing. They're adopting a more right-wing attitude toward abortion. So when I was there, the government was separate from, religion was separate from that decision.
Yeah.
And I know therapeutic abortions and women who chose to have abortions would meet in the same hallway. They'd meet in the same space and they'd wait in line together. So there are people grieving the loss of a child. There are people who were choosing not to go through with the pregnancy. I don't think I realize there are sociopaths out there who have no connection to the situation that's happening there. We understand it. But in grand part, that's not a happy decision for anyone to make if they have to make that decision. They find themselves in difficult circumstances. And for women who, have to have therapeutic abortions because of health reasons, that's a horrible place to find yourself in, because it's heartbreaking all the way around. Now, there are people who make horrible comments and make this look like it's a trite decision. It's not a trite decision. And I don't think the grand part of people who find themselves in difficulty are making this decision on a whim. I think they're in a difficult situation, and they're very aware of consequences.
Right. And then, forgive me, the necessity of
proper health care.
A rule governing abortions is that women have sepsis from fetuses, right? And if you're going to look around, driving around for which place you can get an abortion or whatnot, or you get your, am I saying this right? Fetus?
Yeah. Fetus.
Treatise, right?
Fetus.
If you have a milk,
if there's a
miscarriage.
Yeah. Well, miscarriages can go south too. So you have to have like a therapeutic, I think, what do they call it? There's another word for it when the child has already passed, right?
Right.
So there are all kinds of complications, health complications. There's RH incompatibility. There are women that the fetus doesn't expel when the heartbeat is stopped. There are all kinds of things that could happen. You could have a tubal pregnancy, right? The baby could be forming in your tube.
Right.
So there are health concerns that need to be addressed. It's not that these women are acting out of malice. They're acting because there's a health condition that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
there's an
yeah.
urgent situation.
I'm sorry.
And
no.
also the psychological
Go.
factors. Yeah, excuse me.
Okay,
Psychological factors, like expecting someone to carry a child to term and raise a child that they don't feel equipped to raise, but not offer options to that. And then knowing that these women may end up on social services when already they're not mentally up for the challenge of raising another human. I mean,
Yeah, it's rough,
there's-
man.
Right. And pregnancy changes your body as well. So there's a lot of things. There are a lot of factors to take in, and generational poverty, and just health concerns, and
Yeah, I was trying to make a constitutional argument for the uniformity.
Yes.
We need a statute that covers every state. So,
right.
right.
A woman who finds herself in this situation, she has to find a car because maybe she doesn't have one. She has to drive to a place. She has to stay there overnight. She has to have this done under duress because clearly emotionally she's not well, right? We can't imagine it's not a road trip. She's going to take care of a situation that,
Yeah.
that she's found herself in.
No,
It's unfair.
I'm sorry. And then I was thinking about other situations where young girls that need help.
That's.
And then, we have to get them help. And then
Then we have to help their children.
Right. Here, like young, and then the girls that come into a hospital. All right. Abortion, adoption.
Right.
Those are questions.
Those are big deals.
Those are ethical questions.
Right.
And then, all right, let's make adoption. No, let's make taking care of her baby easy. Let's try to make. Let's try to accommodate the
do that,
woman.
which is what in theory our welfare services do, but it's it's a tight budget. It was Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton was the one who offered books to people because people who live under the income level don't have access to education. So having a woman have a child and then not give access to education to them doesn't improve the quality of that woman or the newborn's life, the child coming into this earth. It's not just feeding somebody, it's also giving them knowledge and power to change their life, right?
And then,
It's complicated.
And then we need help for single mothers.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Honestly, churches have stepped in a lot of ways with after-school tutoring because parents can only do so much, one parent can only do so much, right? Even when there are two parents in the household, it's a lot of work.
Right.
And you have to stay on top of kids' studies. You want them to go to sports so they're well-rounded. You want to give these kids cultural experiences so they're broaden their horizons. This is a whole human we're talking about here. We want them to thrive. We want kids to thrive. But in order to do that, the parents need to be in a position to support that.
Yeah. So the idea, for the gun nuts, I'm being totally serious. I want them to help us win. And then women, we will make a promise to women to help them.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We ain't playing, man.
Yeah.
That's what kind of party we are.
We want to see.
We're a political party that parties, and then we have good ideas. So we got it all covered, right?
Yeah.
Should I tune this? No. We gotta go, right?
Yeah.
I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I wanna do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have this never-ending song of love for you. I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have this never-ending song of love for you. After all this time of being alone, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. Oh, it's so good I can't hardly stand it. Never ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have this never ending song of love for you. La la, after all this time of being alone, we can love one another, live for each other from now on. Oh, it's so good that I can't hardly stand it. Never ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have this never-ending song of love for you. All right, baby.
That's our Sunday night.
Yeah, life is a long, hard slog. I'm 64, I can tell you. And then you gotta keep hoping and keep praying and keep your chin up because you're gonna get fucking knocked around. That's for sure.
And just know that we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
You know, we're sending you love, and we want to see you thrive.
Yeah. All right, man. God bless you.
Good night.
Come on.